Our other big story today, the CDC says Americans should begin preparing for a likely coronavirus pandemic now. The agency says an outbreak in the U.S. is inevitable and the disruption to everyday life may be severe. Nancy Cordes is on Capitol Hill, where lawmakers were briefed yesterday. Nancy, this sounds very serious. Is it being taken seriously on the Hill?
It is, Tony, and that CDC warning ran counter to what the president said, which is that everyone with coronavirus is getting better. Now, some lawmakers from both sides are questioning the administration's preparations for this virus, even as the White House argues that it's Democrats and the media who are trying to, quote, disturb the American people with fearful rhetoric.
The coronavirus, which is very well under control in our country.
Even as the White House downplayed the disease,
we have tightly contained this.
CDC officials warned an outbreak could be inevitable.
Now, it's not so much a question of if this will happen anymore, but rather more a question of exactly when this will happen.
They don't have a plan.
Lawmakers from both sides challenged the White House Tuesday on its $2.5 billion budget for fighting coronavirus.
If you lowball something like this, you'll pay for it later.
You're the Secretary of Homeland Security.
Yes, sir.
And you can't tell me if we have enough respirators.
And its plan for stockpiling supplies.
We have enough face masks?
We, for the Department of Homeland Security, we do.
I'm not asking for the Department of Homeland Security.
Are you looking?
I'm asking for the American people.
For the entire American public?
Yes.
No, I would say probably not.
Other countries have struggled to curb the virus. Italy now reporting more than 350 cases. South Korea has reported nearly 1,300. In Iran, the deputy health minister himself has contracted the virus, and the country has the highest death toll outside of China.
It seems to be getting worse, not better.
President Trump predicted that a vaccine is right around the corner. Health officials disagreed.
When you're talking about the availability of a vaccine, even to scale it up, you're talking about a year to year and a half.
Those mixed messages causing some confusion on Capitol Hill.
The public's getting a very different message from the White House, which is saying this is all but contained.
Well, I can't comment on what the White House has been saying on this, because the people who work for the White House are not saying that.
But that is exactly what the White House is saying. The HHS secretary argued yesterday afternoon that because the number of cases here in the U.S. has barely changed over the past 2 weeks, the virus is contained in the U.S., at least for now. Anthony?
Nancy, thank you.